May 31st, 2021. Memorial Day here in the U.S. I hadn't slept in a tent since February. For some people, that isn't a big deal. For me, it definitely is. I tried to plan a couple of trips early in the spring, but somehow something always cropped up at the last minute. I finally had a chance, a window. It would only be for one night, but one night was better than nothing. Also, I wouldn't be able to stray far from Ely. I checked out the campsite on Johnson Lake on a previous day trip and was suitably impressed. It would be perfect for a one-night getaway. Now here's the campsite on Johnson Lake. And it is available. It is unoccupied. Well, now it's occupied actually, because I'm here. But let me just swing you around here. There, you can see the boat landing. Here's the way up to the campsite from the landing. The kitchen area is right here. And look at the view over the lake. Look at this. Is that fantastic or what? Man, oh man, look at that. So, let's back up here a little bit. There we go. Here's a fairly decent tent pad here. I'm going to have to angle things just right to miss out on rocks, but not looking too bad. And it's right again next to the kitchen area, which is over here. Well, there's another potential tent pad right in here. This wouldn't be too bad. A few roots in the way, but not too bad. Over here gets a little bit of a slope to it, so that wouldn't be too good. Looks like if you were so inclined, there's room for hammocks in here. Love all these pine trees. This is just fantastic. I wouldn't give this a 5-star by any means, but it's definitely got good potential. Again, another nice view of the lake. Now, this would be the latrine trail. Back in here. Not a very long way back to the latrine. And it's one of the more modern square box. So yeah, we're gonna make a nice spot to camp for one night. Here's the way back from the latrine. So, one last look at that, or one more look at that view across the lake. Oh, gorgeous view, gorgeous day. Just, wow, I'm glad I came out here. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got here to the campsite on the island on Johnson Lake at about 11 o'clock. Took my time setting up camp. Took a lunch break. Took more time to set up camp. Finally got things set up. And I processed some wood. Brought some wood with me from my house in Ely. I had some trees that needed to be trimmed up and a lot of dead branches on them. So I did that a couple of weeks ago. Then I sorted out the dead ones and I brought them with me. So I just cut them off this morning and brought them out here. And I knew wood would be hard to come by, or I figured wood would be hard to come by out here, so I thought didn't have any portaging to do or anything, so I just thought I'd be better off just bringing some wood, processing it out here, at least as far as batoning it and slicing it, whatever. So did that. Spent a lot of time just sitting around doing nothing as well, just enjoying the day. It's been a gorgeous day. Hardly any wind. Once in a while we'll get a gust come through, but mostly no wind. Few fluffy, puffy clouds out there that are slowly disappearing. Unfortunately, they're probably going to be clearing out by sunset. Just enough of a breeze to keep most of the bugs down, although once in a while they start swarming a little bit, but they haven't really been a problem. Yeah, just a beautiful campsite here. Gorgeous view that I showed you before. Just gorgeous. Birds have been singing. Yeah, we got a little bit of a breeze coming up now, but not really much of anything. It's really been a great day to be out here. I'm glad I came. I have plenty to do back at the house, but yeah, once in a while I gotta take a break. And I figured a one-nighter out to Johnson Lake. Not the same as a Boundary Waters trip would be, but hey, if I can put up with an occasional road noise and an occasional fishing boat going past. Been a couple of those. There's been another canoe out here, actually a canoe put in just before I did. And there's been a guy in a kayak cruising around. And there's been a motorboat or two, but they've been mostly using the trolling motors and not really being a problem. And, it's just such an incredible day out here. Look at the skies. It's just fantastic. It's been a gorgeous day, as I mentioned. The high was supposed to be 70 degrees today. I don't know what it got up to. I haven't been checking the radio at all. But it's supposed to be mostly clear tonight with a low of about 42, so a little bit on the chilly side. I got my 40-degree bag with me, and just in case I brought my liner, but I doubt I'm going to need the liner. The bag is usually pretty good down to 40 degrees. Didn't bother to put up a tarp, although I brought one with me, but I didn't bother putting it up because, like I said, it's not supposed to rain tonight. So yeah, it's once in a while it's gotten a little bit warm, and then it'll get a little bit cool, and then it'll get warm, and then it'll get cool. So been pretty comfortable all around. In a little while I'm going to start fixing supper. In the morning, basically I'm going to get up, take my time taking camp down, probably try to leave here about 10 o'clock or so. At least try to be back to the house at by noon. Just a nice, peaceful, relaxing, beautiful day and evening on the lake here. Today is Memorial Day 2021. It's May 31st. So tomorrow is June 1st. What a way to say goodbye to May. And tomorrow will be a great way to say hello to June. So peaceful, relaxing, no portaging to do. Just sitting here enjoying the lake. And only about 6 miles from my house. Maybe I won't do any more Boundary Waters trips. Yeah, right. You know that's not right. That's not true. But yeah, it had been a while since I got out in a tent, and I just thought it was about time I did something, and I didn't have a lot of time available, so here I am. Well, I'm trying something different tonight for cooking. My friend Brian Johnson, Minnesota mostly, on our February trip together, he gave me this alcohol stove. I've never had a chance to try it, so I'm going to try it tonight. It's a fancy feast type, homemade. And he also gave me some heat to go with it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Never used one before, obviously, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. I have no idea how much fuel I'm supposed to use, how much fuel I need. This is a spare burner that he gave me, basically. Also, gave me a windscreen. So that looks in something like this. And now I'm not sure whether it goes that side up or that side up, but I guess we'll find out. Since I've never lit one of these before, I'm going to use a match tonight rather than try using my my striker. Of course, my supper tonight is Mountain House beef stroganoff with noodles. Now, Brian, this stove had better work because I didn't bring a backup along. I'm trusting you. That stove is so quiet I have to keep checking to see if it's still burning, but I can see the heat what do you call them? The shimmies anyway, that he puts off. So definitely burning, definitely working. And like I said, wasn't sure how much of the alcohol to use. It's just a heat bottle. It's of course got alcohol in it. So yeah, gotta wait now for water to boil, and then I can make my stroganoff. Boy, am I getting hungry. I am hungry. Well, I didn't put enough alcohol in to start with, so it burned out. And I put in quite a bit more after that, and ended up with boiling water pretty quick after I did that. And now I can't figure out how to shut the thing off. Unlike the Trangia stoves that I've seen people use, that they have a little lid that pops down on it to turn it off, snuffs it out. I don't have that. Looks like I'm just gonna have to let it burn out, unfortunately, which means a waste of alcohol. So yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to how much alcohol I need, all the rest of it here. I definitely put too much in the second time around, and not enough in the first time around. And by the way, for those non-American folks that might be watching this, that bird that was singing away just now was an American robin. There he is. That's an American robin. Beautiful, cheery song. It actually didn't, once I put enough alcohol in the stove, it actually didn't take all that long to heat up. Again, I'm using that GSI pot that I bought a year ago, and I'm sure that's a contributing factor, but I see right now I'm going to have to get this fine-tuned. I think in the long run it's going to work for me, but I just have to figure out exactly how much alcohol to put in the thing. Maybe I'll come up with some way of extinguishing it too, rather than just letting it burn out. My stroganoff is cooking. I'm going to change things around a little bit before I start eating, so that I'm looking out over the lake instead of looking at the stove. Yeah, other than that, just have to wait a little while and listen to this robin. Haven't heard a single loon on this trip. A couple of weeks ago when I was out here with Jim, I heard a loon way off in the distance. I don't think it was actually on this lake. Of course, who can hear anything over this? It's beautiful. The only thing is, you can hear robins almost anywhere. Loons, not so much.
rabbits. It's about 5 o'clock, June 1st, 2021. Robin singing his head off. Now that I started talking, I guess he figured he'd done his job. Woke me up. Moving on to wake somebody else up, I guess. Oh boy. Oh, I slept nice and warm last night. There's a nice fog out over the lake. It's rather dense at the moment. But it'll start burning off pretty soon. Can't remember for sure. I think sunrise is right around 5. Maybe about a quarter after. No, I better start getting up. Don't want to miss out on that fog.
According to the radio, it was 39 degrees in Ely this morning. About the time I got up. Slept very comfortably. Didn't have to add my liner to the sleeping bag at all. Just slept very, very comfortably. I think there was one time during the night I had to cinch the hood down a little bit, but even then I didn't have it down as much as I could have. Slept nice and warm, so that Kelty Cosmic 40 degree bag is working just fine, and I'm very, 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 very happy with it. It's about 9:45 or so, so I'm gonna just sit here for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna have my 10 o'clock snack, and then I'm gonna start tearing camp down. It's supposed to be fairly light winds today, maybe up to 5 miles an hour or something like that. Anyway, the trip is gradually coming to an end here, and I don't know, it was only like a 24-hour trip, but it seems like a lot longer one than that, and that's good. It's goodness. I mean, it was a good trip for what it was. Nice break. I like this campsite. Could it be further from the road? Yeah, it could be further from the road. It's a taste of the Boundary Waters without being in the Boundary Waters. Nice little site. Wouldn't be able to fit very many more tents in here, at least not without them being skew-if or on rocks or whatever. For one person, 2 people with a 2-person tent, it works. It works real well. I'm sure this won't be my last time taking refuge. When I want a quick and dirty trip, just want to get out for a night, whatever, I think this is going to be my go-to place. Yeah, and of course the lake. I'm definitely going to be paddling this lake a lot. It's an interesting lake. It's a good-sized lake. It's not real big, but it's not real small either. Not a lot of big cliffs or anything like that on it, but islands, bays, pretty shoreline.